Spoilers for The Young and the Restless on Friday, June 14. Billy uses Lily, Jack sets a trap, and Diane retaliates. Week of June 17. Victor takes the lead, Jack stuns viewers, and next episode focuses on something special. Greetings to all Young and the Restless fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. The Young and the Restless Friday, June 14 spoilers. Billy manipulates Lily. Jack's trap is set. Diane fights back. The Young and the Restless spoilers for Friday, June 14 reveal that Billy Abbott will sweet-talk Lily Winters as he continues pushing for what he wants. Yander suckers know Billy is hoping to add habit to the company name, so he's counting on Lily's support to make that be. Billy may eventually have some other changes he'd like to apply as well, so he'll stopgap to charm Lily into doing effects his way. Although Lily isn't someone who's fluently wisecracked, Billy will no doubt play up the fact that Jill Abbott is ill and try to manipulate Lily on Friday's instigative occasion. Meanwhile, Victor Newman will do his stylish to get all his ducks in a row and set a trap for Jack Abbott. It won't be long until Victor makes his first sanctioned act of vengeance, so Jack may get blindsided soon enough. Next, let's talk about Diane Jenkins Abbott, since she'll want to get a many effects straight with Nikki Newman. Nikki formerly suspects Diane is the reason Jack decided to stop being her guarantor, so Diane may confirm that news. Still, Diane clearly won't apologize for wanting to cover Jack from anything that might spark an alternate sobriety reversal. It's clear that Jack's willing to cross too numerous lines for Nikki's sake, so Diane will suppose it's stylish if they keep their distance from each other. Although Diane may get trim about Jack putting their marriage first, Nikki might point out that she still intends to keep Jack in her life as a friend. That could give Diane another reason to strain her grip on Jack and fight back against Nikki. Diane may make a vaticination about Jack always choosing her over all differently, but can she really be sure about that? The Young and the Restless spoilers say Jack and Diane have further marriage tests ahead of them, so we'll bring you updates on whether their relationship will survive. The Young and the Restless week of June 17 spoilers. Victor strikes first blow, Jack's stunner. Nick's special episode. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of June 17-21 reveal that Nikki Newman will reply to Diane Jenkins Abbott's counter-reaction and maybe assure Diane that she no way meant to put Jack Abbott in a precarious position. Nonetheless, Diane will remain worried over Jack throwing away his sobriety and risking his life for Nikki's sake. Unfortunately, the consequences of that night are far from over since Victor Newman is holding a grudge against Jack. When Victor makes his first vengeance power play, Jack may not see it coming. How long will it take Jack to figure out Victor must be behind the rearmost trouble to Jabot? Victor won't stop there since he also putatively wants to blow up Jack's marriage to Diane and his bond with Kyle Abbott. Michael Miller. 2. Effects are bound to get messy, especially now that Victor has assigned Michael Baldwin with rejuvenating his fellowship with Diane, while Cole Howard forms a brand new bond with Kyle. Still, she may have some harsh words for her grandpa. If Claire Grace gets suspicious of Cole's docket and figures out Victor's pulling the strings, there's no way Claire will authorize of Kyle getting used as a pawn. Meanwhile, Victoria Newman may grow decreasingly suspicious over Victor's thing of putting Adam Newman back on the Newman Media throne. Victor supposedly wants to use Newman Media to go after Jabot, so he needs someone who's willing to play dirty in the CEO president. It's clear that Victor's hoping a like father, like son strategy will pay off if he puts Adam back in charge of the company. Victoria may probe Victor's motives and could potentially worry about her pater leading Adam back down a minatory road. That could also be a concern for Sally Spectra and indeed Chelsea Lawson as this plot moves along. Of course, Adam himself may end up feeling equivocal, particularly after he realizes Jack is the adversary Victor is targeting. Jack has been a good friend to Adam in the history, so Adam's fidelity may be tested then. On another note, Young and the Restless will celebrate Joshua Morrow's 30th anniversary in the part of Nick Newman on Friday, June 21. Since Morrow has spent 3 decades in Genoa City, this is the perfect occasion to take a walk down memory lane. There'll be a standalone occasion that features some Nick flashbacks and plenitude of new content as well, so suckers will want to tune in for a special show that's all about Nick. Our prognostications point to some fun surprises in that standalone occasion, so we'll bring you updates as Joshua Morrow's anniversary airdate gets near. The Young and the Restless spoilers say the week of June 17-21 will bring some wild news and plenitude of conflict, so stick with the CBS cleaner. The Young and the Restless Thursday, June 13 recap Summer's custody change. Audra rejects Tucker's CEO gift. The Young and the Restless Spoilers recap for Thursday, June 13, reveals that Summer Newman will distract Chance Chancellor from his own work drama by admitting effects went well with Sally Spector's transition. When talk turns to Claire Grace, Summer will confess to feeling like a stranger and will worry about getting replaced in the mama part. Since Summer and Kyle Abbott-Noe really bandied guardianship boundaries regarding Harrison Abbott, she'll suppose perhaps it's time to change that. Meanwhile, Claire will be downright giddy as Cole Howard arrives to pick Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel, up for their date. Once Victoria and Cole take off, Claire will call Tessa Porter at Society to ask for a favor. Claire will request a quiet table for her parents along with a bottle of champagne, so Tessa will realize she's trying to help by matchmaking a bit. Since Tessa will be stuck covering for someone at work, Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes will hang out with her at the eatery rather than going on their planned date. That'll give Mariah a chance to hear about Claire putatively playing Cupid, so she'll solicitude that perhaps it's not what Victoria and Cole want. Mariah will suppose Claire could use someone to relate to in her own age range, so she'll decide to keep Claire company with some takeout and margaritas. At the method house, Kyle will show up with Claire's missing portmanteau since Harrison claimed he should bring it back to her tonight. Claire will thank Kyle and invite him to have a mug of tea with her, so they all talk about the riddle book she's reading. That'll lead to Claire's admission about Jordan training her to figure out crimes and where culprits went wrong. As a result, Claire got good at figuring out the whodunits she read. When Mariah arrives, she'll worry she's interposing commodity, but Kyle will contend he needs to get back to Harrison. Once Kyle's outside, he'll get a textbook that says Summer wants to talk to him about commodity, so he'll suggest they can meet in the morning. Back with Mariah, she'll give Claire updates on how she was abducted as a baby, raised in a cult, and did not find her real mama until she was in her 20s. Claire will realize they've a lot in common and will enjoy talking to someone who really understands. Subsequently, Mariah will reconvene with Tessa and let her know that she clicked with Claire snappily due to their nonage trauma. Tessa will also find out that Kyle was with Claire when Mariah first showed up, so she'll be intrigued over that news. Once Cole and Victoria have a lovely time on their regaled date, she'll invite him to stay for a drink at the method house. Cole will give Victoria a kiss, but he'll decline to stay since he'll want her to be sure she's ready, though he'll stopgap she's ready soon. After Cole leaves on Thursday's Young and the Restless occasion, Claire will appear at the top of the stairs looking hopeful. At his suite in Paris, Tucker McCall will tell Audra Charles about Alan Laurent's twin and explain how Martin Laurent was who Ashley Abbott really demanded protection from. After Tucker admits Ashley was diagnosed with dissociative identity complaint, he'll point out that Ashley ever confused her Martin fire with their fight at the boat. That led to Ashley's alters going after Tucker by mistake, but he'll point out that Ashley's headed to a clinic for treatment now. Tucker will suppose this means he can eventually put Ashley behind him, but Audra will feel like he's fooling himself. Nonetheless, Tucker will be adamant that Audra is the woman he wants, and he'll make a bold move to prove it. After Tucker agrees to give up Glissade, he'll advertise that he's going to surrender his CEO spot and his seat on the board. Although Tucker will hope they can find their way back to each other, he'll make it clear that he's giving Audra control of the company anyhow. Audra will contend she doesn't need a handbill and will eventually reveal that she induced the board to accept a buyout offer from an anonymous investor. After Audra warns that Tucker will be outnumbered in the vote, she'll covenant to take control of Glissade and will hope this loss hurts like hell. The Young and the Restless Spoilers say Audra could face some surprising challenges despite her belief that she's won. So stick with us for further prognostications on her strategy. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.